A central point of tension in the series revolves around Osman Bey's leadership and his ability to unite the various factions under his banner. As the Bey of the Kai tribe, he has faced constant internal and external threats. In the coming episodes, it's likely that his leadership will be tested in ways that force him to confront some difficult choices. The episode is likely to show a moment where Osman must choose between his loyalty to his people and the greater good of the realm. We see this tension already building up, especially with the rise of new powers and threats in the region. The historical and political dynamics of the time were such that alliances were constantly shifting, and the forthcoming episode may bring about a pivotal alliance that will shape the fate of Osman's ambitions. For example, a potential alliance with the Byzantine Empire or even certain figures within the Seljuk Sultanate could open new avenues for Osman, but it would come with risks. These alliances, while promising, would demand Osman make sacrifices, especially regarding his tribe's independence and his relationship with his loyal followers. However, these external threats are not the only concerns. Kuruluş Osman often portrays the internal conflicts within the leadership as deeply consequential to the survival of the tribe. As Osman rises to power, many of his allies begin to question his decisions and his vision for the future. Some of these allies will likely turn against him, thinking that his methods and his personal ambitions are a threat to their own survival. This sense of betrayal, coupled with growing external pressures, will test Osman's ability to maintain his leadership. The next episode will almost certainly delve into these growing dissensions. The characters of the show, especially those like Bamzi Bey and other veterans, will continue to show their allegiance to Osman. However, the possibility of betrayal from unexpected sources will make for a tense atmosphere. As the narrative advances, these betrayals will undoubtedly come to a head, and it will be interesting to see how Osman navigates the complexities of leadership and loyalty. The rising tension between personal ambition and collective survival is also a central motif. Characters like Aya Sophia and other scheming characters may play pivotal roles in complicating Osman's path to victory. These developments will challenge Osman's wisdom and judgment, forcing him to confront whether his idealism is sustainable in the harsh political landscape of the time. As the conflict within and outside the Kai tribe heats up, the theme of loyalty versus betrayal will continue to be explored in increasingly complex ways. The characters' relationships are constantly shifting as they grapple with their own personal desires and the greater needs of the tribe. This dynamic creates a rich tapestry for the show, with each character representing a different angle on loyalty, power, and ambition. We've already seen significant betrayals in earlier episodes, and in the upcoming chapter, it seems likely that the pattern will continue. Betrayal is not just an act of personal treason, but is also representative of the larger struggles taking place within the empire at the time. The loyalty of Osman's most trusted allies will be tested, and it's within these internal conflicts that the greatest risks and opportunities will arise. The continued development of characters such as Targun Hatun and her ambiguous loyalties will be a key focus. In the coming episodes, we could see her allegiances shift, especially as her personal ambitions and desires for power grow more apparent. The question of whether she will stand with Osman or betray him to further her own agenda is one of the most intriguing aspects of the show's ongoing narrative. Further complicating matters are the complexities surrounding other tribes and neighboring empires. The Seljuk Sultanate, the Byzantine Empire, and even the Mongol threat loom on the horizon, and their strategic movements may force alliances to shift unexpectedly. If Osman is unable to maintain his diplomatic acumen, it may be these larger powers that end up dictating his fate, despite his courage and resolve. In the world of Kuruluş Osman, personal interests often clash with collective goals, and the choices made in moments of crisis will have lasting consequences. These internal conflicts will intensify, especially as new threats loom large on the horizon, both within the tribe and from outside forces. Bala Hatun has always been an interesting character, balancing her loyalty to Osman with her personal fears and desires. Her role in Osman's life and the larger political struggle cannot be overstated. In this new phase of the story, we may see Bala's influence growing stronger, particularly in how she deals with Osman's increasing responsibilities. She has always supported Osman, but as the stakes get higher, there might be moments where she is forced to confront the darker sides of his mission. Her role will likely evolve as the challenges Osman faces intensify. She may find herself torn between her loyalty to Osman and the realization that the challenges they face may force her to make difficult decisions that could go against her values. This conflict could lead to a powerful moment where Bala must choose between blind loyalty and the survival of the Kai tribe, potentially offering a new layer of complexity to her character arc. In the coming episodes, we might witness her stepping into a more active role in advising Osman, especially in moments where his judgment might be clouded by the pressure of leadership. However, this could also lead to tensions between her and other influential characters in the tribe, such as Malhun Hatun, whose motivations may grow more assertive in the face of Osman's expanding empire. Bala's relationship with Malhun, who has her own ideas about leadership and her place in the tribe, may provide fertile ground for future conflict. As Osman solidifies his power, more formidable adversaries will inevitably emerge. The forces that seek to undermine him, both from within and outside the Kai tribe, will grow bolder. In the upcoming episodes, the opposition will likely escalate, with characters such as the Byzantine emissaries and Mongol representatives playing crucial roles. The scheming, political maneuverings of these external forces will shape the direction of the story, as alliances shift and new enemies emerge from the shadows. The Byzantine Empire's role in Osman's narrative is particularly intriguing. Historically, the empire was on the decline and it faced internal divisions that could be exploited by a strong leader like Osman. As the show has depicted, the Byzantines have often found themselves as a double-edged sword, both an ally and an adversary. The delicate balance between securing a beneficial relationship with Byzantium and keeping the empire's schemes at bay will be a constant challenge for Osman. In the next episode, we can expect the Byzantine Empire to make a more forceful play, likely involving an offer of alliance or a demand for cooperation with Osman. However, this offer will likely come with strings attached, perhaps an attempt to control the territory Osman is fighting to claim. Osman's decision on whether to accept or reject this offer could dramatically shift the trajectory of the show. An alliance with the Byzantine Empire would offer strategic advantages, but it may come at the cost of Osman's sovereignty. This decision could lead to a major conflict within the Kai tribe, as some of his most loyal followers may see this as a betrayal of their core values. As we've seen in past episodes, the outside world is as dangerous as the enemies within the Kai tribe. The Mongol threat is looming on the horizon, and this emerging danger could drive the events of the next episodes into uncharted territories. The Mongols were historically one of the most fearsome and strategically savvy forces, and in the world of Kuruluş Osman, their role will likely be one of the pivotal driving forces that challenge Osman's ambitions. The Mongols, under the leadership of figures like Timur, were known for their brutal tactics and military genius. Osman's encounter with the Mongol forces will be crucial to his rise to power and his ability to protect his people. In the upcoming episode, we may see Osman make strategic decisions to prepare for the Mongol invasion, possibly seeking alliances with neighboring tribes or kingdoms. However, this will not be an easy task, as the Mongols are often depicted as ruthless and unforgiving. What makes the Mongol threat particularly interesting is how it forces Osman to navigate his relationships with other powers. The Seljuk Sultanate, which Osman has been in close contact with throughout the series, may also play a role in how Osman deals with the Mongol menace. There could be an interesting power struggle where the Seljuks demand that Osman act in their interests, or, alternatively, pressure him to support their own campaigns. This dynamic will force Osman to balance his loyalty to his tribe with his obligation to maintain his political alliances, creating a tension that will shape the episode's major conflicts. Additionally, as the Mongol forces close in, Osman's need for military strategy and alliances will become even more crucial. Characters like Bamsi Bey, Turgut Bey, and even Yavlak Arslan may step up to help strategize defense plans, but each of them will bring different ideas to the table. Some might be more aggressive, while others will advocate for caution. This debate about how to handle the Mongol threat could lead to disagreements among the Kai tribe's leadership, further complicating Osman's decisions. While Osman faces external enemies, the internal struggle for power within his tribe will continue to be a driving force in the narrative. The tension between those who support Osman's leadership and those who have their own ambitions will be a key focus of the upcoming episodes. We may see more of the characters like the treacherous Kumral Abdal and other traitorous figures who are constantly plotting against Osman, attempting to undermine his efforts. However, the upcoming episodes may also see the rise of new leaders within the Kai tribe, individuals who have been biding their time, waiting for the right moment to assert their power. These characters may be key to the next developments, creating a new power struggle within the tribe. The most interesting aspect of this will be how Osman handles the emerging threats to his leadership. Will he be forced to take drastic measures, or will he manage to quell the insurrection by employing diplomatic means? Either way, these internal power struggles will intensify, adding a layer of complexity to Osman's journey. Stay tuned for the next part, where we will continue to explore how the Mongol invasion impacts Osman's plans, as well as the personal sacrifices and key decisions he will have to make as the war for survival escalates.